like a battery. I'm staying charged on my feet. I'm like a factory. Dropping lines like an assembly.
How you doing, guys? Welcome to ZukaTube, and today we're going to be reviewing a movie called Straight Outta Nowhere. This is Scooby Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog. And it's pretty cool. It just got released September 14th, 2021. So I was really excited to hear that they were going to do that kind of idea and mash them up in a movie, right? And I'm going to go into a little bit of summary stuff. I'm going to play the trailer and everything. I'll play a couple clips. I'll give you my review. And then I'll go into some spoilers and stuff like that. But let's just play this trailer right away.
Come on, let's go! We gotta catch up with Scooby Doo! In the middle of nowhere,
There's a little bit of 3D animation in there too.
Scooby Doo found a little courage.
But the animation meets well in the middle between looking very Courage-like and very Scooby Doo-like.
It's my friends.
And a lot of adventure.
But man, this place is totally freaky. Why is the water dripping upward?
Now that is Matthew Lillard's voice right there, which is very cool, right? And all the original Courage voices are pretty much in this too.
It's on our flag.
So that's very cool to know.
Enjoy.
There's nowhere to run.
The insects grow to crazy sizes here.
And nowhere to hide.
Huh. There's a lot of just weird giant bug creatures and little bugs and stuff everywhere. But, you know, it makes more sense in this one because in the Scooby-Doo world, that much stuff would have to be, explained somehow. But in the Courage world, there's actually a lot of monsters and oddities and weird paranormal stuff and all kinds of stuff that happens in nowhere. So that's an interesting thing, right? Oh my god, that was the scene that felt like drug out forever. But there are some cool little references. Oh, of course they're going to make a sandwich. Gnarly ass sandwich. You know it already.
Must have been something I ate.
Yeah, so it's a fun trailer, and it looked like I was just really excited about it when I heard about it, right? So I marked it down right away, and as soon as I got the opportunity, I sat down and got to watch it. And now here's the little description for this, right? It's Scooby-Doo and the gang find themselves in the middle of nowhere, Kansas, the backwoods hometown of Courage the Cowardly Dog and his owners, Muriel and Eustace Bagg, right? So basically it starts out and you see the gang, Scooby-Doo and the gang, basically, busting a criminal for something. And it's ridiculous. The amount of, new modernization stuff that they put in there that's totally unnecessary, Scooby and Shaggy taking selfies and using a phone app the whole time and going through this self-help app and just kind of constantly reflecting on their emotions and their fear and all this weird stuff that happens in it is just really agitating. They don't need to put that in there to make this cartoon enjoyable for kids at all, especially the stuff they do is basic stuff. It's kind of timeless. It's so annoying, man. Definitely agitating to do right away in this cartoon. But I'm just going to throw that out there right off the bat. They do that a couple times, and it's so annoying. At one point, they even have, a rap video for Eustace Bagg, and it's just, really agitating. But the one thing I got to say is there are a lot of cute little references that kids might enjoy, if they even know anything about Scooby-Doo or Courage. I feel like this is for a lot older of a group, people that are familiar with both and would like to see them meet, because if you're old enough to know about Courage, then you would obviously be excited about something like this probably, and then by then the age range, is totally different. But there are a lot of good references and stuff like that, and they do a lot of good job. One thing I can say is I did enjoy, the stuff with, basically the stuff I enjoyed the most is the Courage side. Although I do got to say a lot of stuff that was cool and classic about the Scooby Doo gang, was there. A lot of stuff that they did I really didn't like, that was totally like new and modern and just super annoying. That was the one thing that kind of obviously drove me more towards the Courage side of things. That they were done really well throughout almost the entire thing. Their voices, I think, are the original voices. I looked into that, and they're just really great. And the way they act and the way they react to stuff that's happening around them, and they're totally clueless. Really great stuff. And even like watch this clip of Eustace like trolling Courage and Scooby and stuff. Watch this.
Hey, you three! Guess what?
What?
Booga booga booga!
Stop messing
love it.
around, you guys.
Us?
Yeah, I hear something. Listen.
I hear it too, like some kind of growling.
It's not us.
Yeah, see, and you see those like little jokes and references. Like that stuff's great when it happens. I did enjoy a lot of that. And that's something that's just fun and nostalgic and stuff like that. But overall, a lot of stuff drags out way too long. Way too long in this movie. I'm going to say right off the bat that this whole adventure, after they basically, the Scooby-Doo gang, back to the beginning, right? They're busting out a crime and something happens and Scooby-Doo like gets thrown off by some kind of noise and starts dancing weird and runs off. And that makes the gang chase after him, and he ends up in Nowhere, Kansas, and bumps into Courage, right? And then that's how they all eventually meet. And there's these bugs that start attacking everybody, and all this crazy stuff happens, right? And then they go on this like crazy car chase at one point that lasts forever, and it's so damn annoying and over the top and ridiculous. They're using like the mystery vans, grappling hooks and boosters, and it's stupid, and I get it. It's over the top and it's for kids and stuff, but it's not, because the people that are going to be watching this are going to be older. So I'm going to say that right off the bat. And they get invited basically to the mayor of Nowhere's house for a dinner. And they go there and things get even more spooky and ridiculous. And they all basically team up to try to uncover this mystery. And I'm going to give this movie like, I don't know. I would give it a 6 out of 10. It's just whatever. There's some good references and stuff, and it's enjoyable to see the characters back and hear their voices, and the clash of the two is good at points and very enjoyable for the fans, But the overall like way the story played out and some of the stuff that was drug out like way too long was just super annoying, And then at the end you find out that it's like these older villains from the Courage cartoon that like did it and were disguised and did all this stuff, and there was this crazy like meteor in the earth that was like a disco ball crystal thing with all these powers, and all this crazy stuff happens. It's just over the top and ridiculous, and I guess like that's pretty much that's the spoilers right there, right off the jump. I'm just very dissatisfied with how these movies go, and I feel like nobody's going to watch them when they're like this. It's ridiculous. They got to just keep to the classic kind of elements and leave it at that. They can cut this down like easily 20 minutes shorter, and it would have been an enjoyable short that everybody would have probably liked and got a little kick out of. But this one was hard to get through, I got to admit, And I'm not even going to put the spoilers thing up. Actually, I will, and I'll show you another little secret twist of the whole story here, because I already feel like I gave up too much information. Although I didn't tell you what characters were the ones that did it, because obviously there's always somebody disguised as somebody, and it's the meddling kid's fault and the whole deal, right? But let me just get into that. Spoilers. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay, so like, yeah, you see that the characters, you'll see it when I play this little clip. But then obviously there were these spooky characters at the mayor's house, which was like the cook and the like assistant or whatever, and they were disguised as other people as well and stuff, and they were like undercover cops and stuff, and their little part at the end was kind of funny. I enjoyed that. Here you go.
And we would have gotten away with it too, if it wasn't.
Here's the characters from the old one right there.
Anything you do or say can be used against you in a court of law.
Or a basketball court, racquetball court, food court. Take your pick.
And you are...
You see his voice is different now and everything.
That's better. The costume was a bit steamy.
And of course, look at that, like super goofy, and they're all just looking like, what the hell? Yeah, so that was pretty funny. I did enjoy that, but overall, I would give this like a solid 6 out of 10. It's, if you want to watch it just for the nostalgia aspect, like it's fun. Like kids will enjoy it. You know, they won't really understand the references, but definitely if you're really into it and you just want to see something new with Courage, especially, check it out. But I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. This is Straight Outta Nowhere. Scooby Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog. Zookatube.
Dropping lines like an assembly. I'm staying on point. It's my strategy. Feel like they tracking me. Yo, let me get on one. Now go get your tracks up. Homie, can I steal some? Homie, you can't stack up. My brother, can you shout me? You're barking up the wrong tree. My dog, why do you doubt me? Cause you can't do shit without me.
Real at the radio and never play it, but that's cool. The enemy's supposed to hate it.